For this part of the live stream video is now being prepared to go on the set. Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to enter the first season in the 2023/24 exhibition series to the GTWS Nations Cup on Gran Turismo 7. So last week, ever since I've been delayed from the first round on the Manufacturers Cup at Suzuka Circuit due to some technical difficulties, because I was about to be ready to go before this whole unexpected event has now come to a happen. Well, it turns out because it was my B-Day live stream before it's set to be cancelled at short further notice. But in the meantime, because I was about to be ready to go, because this will be the biggest day for myself until it ends up by having a backup plan to go for having one part of the lobby session to go regular. But anyhow, so let's get ready to go focusing and take on in Nations Cup by today is September 23rd. By having a brand new format after finishing from the 2023 series, this will get much more pretty excited out there rather than to be racing on Wednesdays and Saturday. However, 5 rounds for each season is going to take place on Saturday. For every 5 rounds is now going in to be participate to choose any specified vehicles to be depends on road car and racing car category. So right now, we're about to begin in round 1 at Deep Forest Raceway by choosing any 7 specified car. We'll have to go for only road car category. Round 2 is going to be coming up in October. We'll be at Autodrome Lago Maggiore in the full course layout by using with the Red Bull X 2019 competition. Round 3 on October 21st, 24 Heroes Du Mans racetrack by using Group 1 category. Round 4 in November on the 4th, special stage Route X will be using any specified cars, depends on real cars. We'll be more likely to get a lot of excited to do some quickest way to go improve. But somehow, the final race is going to be a bit of surprise to have a new track and a different car class is now being set to be announced. So we have to find out, and we have to be on patient before September 2023 update is now coming soon as on to the 28th. So let's enter. Tonight's race is about to get much more pretty excited to have 12 laps for the number of players up to 16, and choosing any kinds of 7 road car is now being specified by using sports medium compound tires. Where the changes is now being included, and that means the mechanical damage is about to be adding up by having a one trick up our sleeves. For the GT3 and GT2 class, we'll have to take on the light mechanical damage as the GT1 class is now going on to heavy. It's all about test your skill and prove your worth to see how you can handle for only one part of the race and one part of the session that you might need to choose these 7 kinds of cars to be available. So I have to hurry up because the live stream is now going in progress as this part of the content video is now going to be served as an encore. So there's the Toyota Supra RC, Nissan C Performance, Porsche 911 GT3 Type 996, Chevy Corvette C7 Stingray, Mercedes AMG GTS, Ford GT 2006, and the Mazda RX Vision 2015. As I have a perfect idea, we'll go by the recommend pick for having one specified road car. I'll have to go for the 2006 Ford GT is pick. But there's no need to have the balance of performance regulation will be set automatically because the BOP/tuning prohibited is about to be turned off. This could get much more challenging, faster, and test your mind to see how you can handle it to be mastered on Deep Forest Raceway with using 7 road cars by pick. Better get ready, folks. This will have to take the first round on the first season in the Nations Cup as the 2023/24 exhibition series. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start the live stream video of the segment for the first round on the Nations Cup in the 2023/24 Exhibition Series Season 1. Let's begin. As the tables have turned, well, perhaps I just really want to be planned to go there from last week since the Manufacturers Cup in the first round at Suzuka Circuit for the Group 3 category. With all the changes, we'll have to go update by the format because I just really want to go and join in to be welcome here. But last week is now already finished, so it'll have to take turns between Manufacturers Cup and Nations Cup. We'll have to go by switching any roles. So in about 20 seconds, as the matchmaking lobby will be ready to go enter. Good to be back, and go to be on record session will be on the set. But I've already got practice to be cleared out from yesterday until now, but you'll have to get much more pretty fine effort to see how capable for every GT players to choose any 7 road cars by pick. But the roster is all about to go random to see which cars might be very good to be going advantage to be ending up onto the top 3 position. So let's go, and matchmaking is good to be prepared. So it looks like Profitable Choi is here, DWash23, Wacken _R, Akira, Velocity, Mike, Bry, TC55, Carjacker, Gemma Martiz, Johnny Cool, Lenore, and NS_Demose. And even Braytech GT is here as well. It's about time, and I'll have to make it up and do for only one race on Nations Cup. So gonna have to pit out. Bar quality is going to be on the low red. It might need to be preferred to get back onto the green. But let's find out and see how it goes, because one race, one competition, and one deadline is now actually to have 3 rounds for my prediction. It's all I need to have one available race with the PlayStation Membership Plus subscription. But I'm still gonna have to be here because it takes 2 months of my duration is very much more important to be needed. So here we go. 5-minute qualifier will be start in about a few moments because you'll have to take 2 laps. We'll get down to do the drill. "18 turns in every 7 road car has now actually to be mapped out and go strategy by pick. But very good choice to see how every other best GT players might go for the 2006 Ford GT is very good one to have a supercharger and much more improved handling. Gonna have to switch up onto the hook cam. Okay, get back on track because duration during live stream might be quite giving a good lookout point to see how the part of the duration might be contained with skipping parts because of 60 frames per second. But it'll have to keep a good progress to see how the surveillance will have to keep it monitored during this part of the video. Gonna get back up and go slipstream, catching up to Johnny Cool in position 8. Okay, that's good. Now pull the brake, approaching on turn 14. GTWS car numbers are now being placed and set as official entrant. Kick it back up and go settle in progress. Lap number 1 clear. Go proceed on lap number 2. Okay, and as Demo says, has now actually to be going up on position 7 to be in the main slipstream on the roads along with the 6th place driver. Same for GTs and coming around between turn 2, 3 and followed by in turn 4. Much more impressive handling to go steady respond. And here comes turn 5. Going right turn by the 2 tunnels, will be going underneath. Okay, had a good run. Stay on the line and go for turn 10. Come on, red bar, give me some green. The quality might need to get back up on the respawn. Okay, here comes the signal. We're almost there, finishing lap number 2, folks. Going up and proceed forward on the 3rd lap. John Martins is now actually took the fastest lap time by 1 minute and 36.524 until Akira took over. 7th place, here I come and proceed. Update on the grid, 8th place. 0.054 seconds by Carjacker, moving up forward on position 8, has dropped down on to position 9 and 10 earlier. Okay, get back on track and stay focused on the slipstream route. Okay, looks like NS has took a 1-second penalty, called in, and proceed on forward at the penalty line inside the tunnel between turn 13 and 14. "30 seconds left. Looks like Demoses has now slowed down. And goes straight on the hairpin. Oh, so very much more closer to had it. There's velocity approaching to be getting closer. "5 seconds and go by overtime, whoever they made it on time. So very close. I almost had it, and finishing update on the grid to be going down on to 13th place. Very average and good. So it looks like Akira just actually took for only one Mercedes AMG GTS 2015. But somehow, other players might be preferred to go for the Ford GT 2006 is a very good one. But let's give it a try and give a good result and see how one race, one few effort of chances, and see how the challenges will be made to do with any kinds of 7 specified road car by pick. So I had to take a break in about 55 seconds until go on proceed in take 2. So don't go away, folks. I'll be right back. Alright folks, take 2 is about to get back in 3, 2, 1. So, it's fall season in the middle of September. As of today's temperature in Deep Forest Raceway is 62.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Very good to have a nice time to go for the clear. Fall season is here and we're about to get ready to go for having a nice temperature in Deep Forest Raceway by a temperature of 62.6. Hang on one second. Fall season is here in the middle of September. As of today's temperature in Deep Forest Raceway is 62.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, I guess several GT players did well because it's all about test your mind to choose any real car by specified pick. So let's get it on in about 5 seconds as the rolling start will go initiate. Here we are in Race 1 in the 2023/24 GTWS Exhibition Series Nations Cup is about to begin. Let's have the good call out on the players on the grid and let's get it on. Here we have Akira in first place, Profitable Choi in second place in the Ford GT 2006, TC55XX in third place. Here we have DWash23 in fourth place. Fifth place we have Mickey2187. Sixth place Bry is now ready to enter. Next up in 7th place, Wacken _R. And here we have NS Demosees in 8th place. John Martinez has arrived in 9th place. 10th place, Great Tech GT. Next up in position 11 is Lenore. Excellent Mercedes AMG. And here we have Velocity is go for the Corvette in 12th place. Heavy Hitter 704 in 13th place. Here's myself in 14th place. And the last position is Johnny Cool. 12 laps, 1 race, and real car only to be on a specified pick. This could take much more high effort practice after doing a 5-minute qualifier for every 3 laps. It's pretty challenging and less difficult to go for having an intermediate pushing on the gas. For those who have ever used for the 2006 Ford GT is now actually to have the number 2 best recommend pick, but also for the Mercedes AMG GTS 2015 to have a number 1 pick. So let's find out and go green to have the first start in season 1 of the 2023/24 exhibition series in the GTWS Nations Cup. We'll get ready to start the run. Here comes the first turn, and Velocity is about to be entered to step in and go oversteer on the outside corner at turn 1. Lenore is now going offense, and looks like several Ford GT road cars are now going in and do a mid-engine layout to go for a spin. But it's no need to have a test run. This will have to take a good official step to be part as the exhibition series contestant. As the first sector clear, coming around onto turn 5 to be approaching onto turn 6, inside tunnel number 2 to go at turn 7. Carjacker is now going closer to have the offense and stay on track to see how Chevy, Mercedes AMG, and Ford are about to get much more packed in. And hold on, there goes the contact, and looks like Johnny Cool is now actually to be getting closer onto me in about 0.4 seconds on the last update. Slipstream is important, you guys. Better make sure to keep it up and keep going faster to catch up onto each other. Long straightaway to be entered, finishing on sector 2, and here comes the third sector. Hold the brake and proceed on to sector 3 earlier to be expected. And hold on, contact just now called in. This cannot be good to see it to be stopping on to turn 14. And there goes Carjacker by having a 4-second penalty is now received on 12th place by the last minute update. Going on forward at the last corner, and oh, looks like someone else might be having a bad day to be going overtake. It looks like it's Wacken_R is now having some technical problems with the Ford GT. And there goes a contact. Oh boy, looks like Carjacker might need to be very extra careful to avoid receive 1 extra second penalty amount. And there it goes. First lap clear. Now go proceed on lap number 2. 11th place for myself, and still got a lot more ways to go on to have a concentration to have a real chance of success. Several Ford GT cars are now gaining up with some acceleration. Mobility and handling depends on going oversteer for having a mid-engine layout. Only one Corvette is now actually to get boxed in. Come on, Velocity, you can do it. Do your best effort and make a good best Corvette driver to be proud. As many group in the Ford GTs are about to gang up with some separation, Supercharged versus Supercharged on Sector 2 clear before entered on Sector 3, and I'm about to go in and straight forward to be approaching at turn 14 at the hairpin. Watch your pace and steering respond, and looks like Johnny Cool is now contacting Velocity after clear from turn 14 to go proceed at turn 15. Going defense for only one Corvette, and 2 Ford GTs are about to step in and slide on over onto the final corner in turn 18. And there we go. Third lap is now entered after finishing lap number 2. Pull the brake and stay steady to be coming around to be approaching at turn 1 to go back again. The Deep Forest Raceway is one of the 3 legendary Gran Turismo most finest racetrack in GT7 is now actually to become as a renovated circuit to putting up with some new changes and challenges itself since last year. But it's about to go for having a third time in the official tournament of the exhibition series. Forward direction, thus a perfect place to be here on road cars rather than using with Group 3 cars as well. So going forward to be approaching, NS_DemoCs has now actually to keep up on to Bry in 7th place. Last by the update to be on the gap seconds and getting closer to go approaching and kick it up onto the slipstream. Fastest lap time is still yet to be updated on Akira by 1 minute 36.916 seconds as lap number 3 to get closer at the very end. As Sector 3 enters, pulling up the brake for myself and do turn 14 at the inside apex. Oh man, there it goes, looks like NS just actually took a contact by Bride by accidentally at the hairpin on turn 14. This has to call out on the instant replay during this part of the video segment. This has got a lot of major mistakes to be happening all the time during this part of the first season in the exhibition series. So here comes the 4th lap. Here we have Johnny Cool once again for stepping in onto position 7 with a penalty of 0.5 seconds. But here's Johnny coming up and being overtaken by myself to be dropped down on position 8. Keep up the cool work out there, Johnny. I'll have to stay on track and go strategy if I have to get over onto overtake. That's how clean competition does matter during GT7 with some different changes because of dirty racing that we might need to putting up to have the tables upturned. Once Johnny and I are now proceed onto turn 10 at the left, progress will be going closer to be forced to slow down quickly as the penalty line is about to get over onto the 3rd and final sector in lap number 4. But the slipstream it goes, the patients will have to take a quick time and go for having a bit more advantage. That's the ticket. Going back on 7th place, and Johnny is coming back on the rocks. Hairpin incoming around on turn 14 to step up and go on the defense. way to keep up and stay on the respawn handling by the movement. As lap number 4 cleared for the top 3 drivers, Akira, Profitable Troy, and Mike are now at the top 3 position to go for the battle in first place. But here we have the side-by-side battle between two Ford GTs. In position 7 and 8 is Johnny Cool and myself. Looks like he just really wanted to get into it because he is stepping up and go supercharged Ford GT to be... Hold on, one contact just called in. Gonna have to be on exercise caution to have Insport Tech to be on monitor surveillance. Okay, close call. Going back on to Sector 2 after clear from Sector 1. This could get a mass lineup to have 4 GTs coming around on each race to be specified. So here it comes. Left turn to go back on turn 10. And here we have Profitable Troy to be having a new set of the record to be marked on the fastest lap by 1:36.658 seconds is now stationed when he's on 3rd place. He is going at it to beat Akira's lap time, folks. He is stepping in for having a racing of the day for having a POTG. That's play of the game, of course. He is actually did well for having a 3rd place driver to be having a good achieved spotlight. And as for the other top 3 racers are still currently to go around after finishing on turn 18. 5th lap ended and go halfway point on lap number 6. But heads up, 3 Ford GTs a company is now being spotted. Looks like Johnny, me, and NS Demosees has now actually to be going close in on turn 1. It's a big Ford GT of 3, and that is going to be a bit much more challenging if I really need to step it up to turn this race around. So gonna have to pull up. Contact has now been forced to slow down, and looks like NS is now actually to go overtake at me on 8th place to go up onto Johnny Cool in 7th place. Velocity in the Chevy Corvette C7 2014 is still coming in from behind after putting up with some thinkful strategy to stay on track and go overtake to have several same cars with different player names on the titles. So I had to keep it up and get back on track on 2 racers for the same car. That will be giving a hard effort to see how NS and Johnny Cool is about to go one-on-one showdown without having me around. And 2 of them are about to go side by side at the brakes. Hairpin incoming around on turn 14. Looks like Demosees is now going up on position 7, and looks like Johnny Cool is not giving up without a fight. They're about to go at it, folks. Johnny and NS Demosee is now going side by side to get closer to have the same Ford GT, and Braid Tech GT just left the lobby for only 14 drivers left standing. 6th lap ended, and looks like more company coming in by the entrance in lap number 7. Oh, there goes late braking on NS at turn 1. This is going to be crazy to see how NS just might need to be very extra careful when facing a tough opponent. But here we have Wagon _R is in the scene on position 8, and oh, there goes Johnny Cool, and I just took a hit. Damaging check on the rear is now being spotted after having a contact. So we have to be very careful because this may be an ordinary race to have some different changes, and that will have to take a result race. But that's not count to be considered as an official competitive race for the exhibition series. So let's step it up and get focusing on Johnny Cool in position 7 in about 0.2 seconds up ahead, as the other 6 racers are now being seen by the entrance at the tunnel. By sector 2 clear, going back on sector 3 because it's going to get much more challenging to have side by side between one UDRS racer and a Canadian racer itself is going at it at the hairpin on turn 14. But unless Bry is now in the scene to be overtake at Johnny in position 8, Still going back down to be on the... Hold on, looks like two of them are about to go overtake by overtake to be seen by the last second. They're about to go at it, and looks like Johnny Cool really wanted to get in for having a best part of the scene. Lap number 7 is clear, and go all in on lap number 8. Sounds like pretty much more quite differences to be parodied like Johnny Cage. Well, you guys may ever seen Mortal Kombat 1, that this is going to be so pretty much awesome to be played on the PS5, Xbox Series S, X, and even Nintendo Switch. But, well, I don't know about Nintendo Switch, who is just putting up with Mortal Kombat 1. Well, I guess that deserves a second chance because of the best new hint song is actually to becoming much more charming and understandable. But heads up, penalty session detection on Johnny Cool by having 1 second. So I'll have to get back on 7th place. And hold on, looks like one contact is now actually to be coming in after Bry overtakes to be moved up on position 8. Gonna stay on track, and looks like Bry is coming in. Gonna hit the brakes. Come on, inside apex. Don't let me down. Evade, and Carjacker is now climbing up to be going up onto position 8 as well. Amazing. Looks like they're about to get in on the fight. They're about to keep pushing harder and going all the way to catch up onto my current position before finishing on lap number 8 as lap number 9 enters. Slow it down and going outside. Okay, gonna have to shake up and go increase by a short defense. Now for turn 5, going short straight to be entered to head back on sector 2. Just look at it go, and doing supercharged Ford GT to have a racing skill of potential. Even perhaps all I can see is DWash23 is now climbing up to be on a good successful for having one position to be stopped at number 2 spot. But Bry is going in just to have one sneaking in approach. So here comes the side-by-side. He'll have to take Slipstream to get in there by having one push. And there you go. Let's see how 2 Ford GTs can handle it to get back on turn 14 at the hairpin. Contact by contact, there's no need to be having some criticism when it comes to have bumper cars during the first round on the race. That will be intolerant, that will end up by a penalty. Just 3 more to go, and we're almost there, finishing on lap number 9. Lap number 10 enters as the top 3 racers are still going at it to have the best of the thrill, and even Mike is now being seen to be climbing up onto the number 1 spot. After Akira is now being dropped down onto 2nd place for only a few more laps to go, he will get back on track, and he might gonna take home the podium when he's on 1st place. Slow and steady, and go back on the same sector on number 2. .4 seconds until being increased by update towards 7 seconds until 6.5 seconds is now being checked on John Martinez in 6th place. So it looks like he's on the catch-up progress to catch up to TC55XX in 5th place, but apparently John Martinez might gonna have to get closer to TC55 when he's get closer onto the hairpin at turn 14. Pull the brake, steady as it goes. as the 6 racers are now going entered on lap number 11 for only one more lap to go, but it's not over yet because the final lap on the 12th is going to have to be here by coming soon at short further notice. So it looks like Akira is now being slowed down and being updated to be dropped onto the 3rd position. He might need to catch it up because one Mercedes-AMG GTS might gonna go into bronze as the other 2 Ford GT road cars are still actually to go for having a tough tug of war. But it's about to get tougher, lighter, and heavier. So I have to stay on defense for 7th place, and there goes a contact. MS_Democracies has actually to keep an extra bit careful. In about 0.47 seconds is now being checked on the update by the last second. Gonna keep going and will proceed. And there goes DWash23 for having another part of the battle with Akira as he's coming back and take back over to be on the 2nd position at a spot as Mike is still currently on the number 1 spot in the lead. Just to have a nearly there to have lap 11 towards the end, but it's going to have to take a duration for exactly under 20 minutes. Here comes the final lap. Looks like Profitable Troy is now joining in for having a one last final showdown to see who will take home the podium or take home 2nd place finish as Akira and Profitable Troy is now going at it onto each other. As 3 racers are about to step up and stepping in to have the 1st sector towards the end to get back onto turn 6 by around in sector 2. Man, this is going to be quite good to be amazing to see how the top 3 racers are about to go and see how much more different strategies to go any road car by pick. As they reach turn 10, they're about to go at it. Akira will have to take that final stand to catch up to Mike for only one more time, and hold on, track limit in 1 second is not very good. But anyway, because this will have to take a good excellent start to be over by 20 minutes because Deep Forest Raceway in round 1 in season 1 of the 2023/24 exhibition series to the GTWS Nations Cup is going to be Mike in the 1st position is now being pronounced as the winner. But very excellent, and even yet, because this part of the test session is going to be a bit more challenging to be. Oh, there goes a multi-contact that's now being coming around, and Mike takes home the podium for having a 1st position at the win. Good job, Mike. Way to keep up and have a good road car start in the Nations Cup for the GTWS season in the 1st round. So very much more thrill and toughen up, but all I can see is 2 Mercedes-AMG GTS and a Ford GT 2006 is going to be a bit more tougher. So, going back on the ropes and do a main road part on the set. But don't worry folks, because it'll have to take a next try after this, so I might have to get this rehearsal part to be on the set. One daily workout is complete by 3 stars, and replay saved. Blank thumbnail image doesn't count to be considered to be having a cup of tea. So, this will be part of the test session in take 1, so I'll have to go on to be in take 2 in the next part for the same round and same season of the exhibition series. But way to go for Mike in the Ford GT 2006 to have a very good head start to have 92 points has now being earned. Also for Akira and DWash23 to have the same Mercedes-AMG GTS 2015. Good job you 3. Way to step up and go well. Proud to see how 2 of them in the same Mercedes-AMG GTS just did a good job for having a 1 average run. But anyhow, because it's only just for having one real part of the test to have one part of the training session of the live stream. So gonna have to go back to my roots, and I'll have to see you guys again in take 2 of this part of the same round, because I just really might have to get back on track to do it after having over a month waiting from the 2023 series. So, gonna keep your eye out, folks, because this Saturday WIP live stream session on the set is going to take some time, as I have to go down and doing some updatable changes to my channel. We'll be focusing on live stream content video. Depends on which position should I have to go, on the middle or onto the top, like the top 5 or the top 3. So thank you for enjoying watching the live stream video on GT7. Glad that you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. But don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like Deep Art, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, GT Planet, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll see you guys next time, and continue in take 2 for this same round on the Nations Cup for the 2023/24 exhibition series. Hyperion-Blue-GT is about to go signing up, and keep on racing, stay clean.